Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Crypto Cliffnotes. I'm your host, Pat. Today, I want to go over security. All right, so the main thing we want to talk about today is keeping your assets safe. All right, so to do that, let's start off with wallets, okay? So setting up your wallets, you have a couple different options. So we have what we consider hot storage and cold storage, okay? Um, so like a hot wallet is anything that's going to be hooked up to your internet. They're secure, safe, as long as you do everything correct, okay? When you're setting up wallets, you're going to be setting up a password. You're going to be given what is called a seed phrase. Seed phrase is probably the most important thing about that. When you take your seed phrase, it's going to range from anywhere from 12 to 24 words. Nowadays, they might even up that. You want to take that and write that down on a piece of paper, okay? Take a physical piece of paper, write that down. Do not take snapshots of it. You do not want to use your phone. You do not want to use your iPad. Nothing digital that can be connected to the internet that could ever be hacked, okay? This is one thing you want to write down probably more than once. Store it in different places. Very, very important. If you ever lose your password, if something would happen to your computer or your device, this is going to be the way you can restore it. It's going to be the only way. If you lose this and lose all your other stuff, you will lose your assets, which you do not want to do. We also have what's called cold storage wallets. Cold storage is going to be probably the most effective, okay? With that, you're going to have a couple different options. The one that I use personally is Ledger. Ledgers are going to look like this. This is the newer style. It's their digital version. But when you deal with cold storage, what you're doing is essentially you're kind of taking it, you're not connected to the internet. You can carry this along with you. It's a physical device, this hardware wallet. It's probably, for example, it's if you look at it this way, it's like taking your cash and sticking it in the vault in your house, okay? That you have the only key to. So you're the only one with the access to this, and it, like I said, it is not really online. So, with that being said, when you purchase something like this, they have multiple links for this when you do, and you're gonna probably one of the first ones nowadays that you're gonna see is like your Amazon and stuff, maybe Walmart. I would not purchase these at all through any of those kind of links. If you're buying a Ledger or any other hardware wallet, purchase it directly from the link. For example, Ledger, if I'm using a Ledger, I'm going to get that directly from ledger.com. I'm not going to go through Amazon. Reason being, there's a lot of secondary sales that can go on Amazon. I could purchase these Ledgers from Ledger. When it comes, I could open up that package. In that package will be the seed phrase. It's going to give you your big password, your 12, 24 words in that package. That's what you're going to keep safe, right? So what's stopping anyone from purchasing some of these, opening them up, writing down these seed phrases, resealing it with a new shrink wrap? I mean, that's not hard to do. Sending it out, wait until you load it up, and now I can access your stuff just because I have basically the master key. So this is why I'm telling you, when you get these, get them directly from the source. No secondary parties. I would highly, highly, highly recommend you follow this rule. You never know who's out there trying to steal from people, so at least go from the companies that are trusted. There's going to be a lot of new ones coming out. Make sure you always do your own research before selecting one. Like I said, we use Ledger. It's very user friendly. Lots of different YouTube shows about it showing it. We even have one. We've done a giveaway. I will be doing another one just to show you guys the different versions of them. They basically, you can hook them up right to your USB. You can hook them up through Wi-Fi. But it's something you can carry around. Like I said, you can put it in your own safe, and it's not sitting on your computer. So that's the one thing I really wanted to make sure. So like I said, make sure when you are writing down those seed phrases, you put those, I would write them down twice, put them somewhere very, very safe, different places. Just in case one will get destroyed, you still have access to it. not digital copies, okay? If you would do a digital copy, the only way I would ever do that is maybe use like an old iPad, an iPhone, something like that, or any old phone or whatever, completely disconnected from any data plan, from any Wi-Fi. So you were strictly using it as a camera. That's the only possible way. But I still don't even do that. I write everything down handwritten. Ledger and them even make devices where you can, and now they make it where you can actually like etch in your password, stuff like that, into metal, stuff that way they're fireproof, all that kind of stuff. There's lots of different options for those also. So you can check into that. Like I said, I just write mine down for now. But in the future, who knows? Maybe I will step that part up also. So the other thing that I want to show you guys, when you are getting into, let's say, purchasing NFTs, stuff like that. So when we do that, we're going to have, right up in our browsers, we'll have our links. So for example, I'm going to open up Nami. When we purchase, another way to stay safe, you're purchasing NFTs, stuff like that, you want to open up, what we do is we'll call it sometimes burner wallets. If you'll hear people, if you're not positive on projects, if we do have rug pulls, stuff like that, there's always people out there trying to scam. So if you want to be extra safe with that, you can always set up a wallet that you're just going to use to purchase your NFTs, your tokens through DEXs, and then you could send them off into another wallet. So what you can do is, like on a lot of these, Phantom Wallet has it, Nami has it. All you got to do is once you click one, come down, just set up a new account. You'll put in your password, and it'll just literally create a new wallet. As you can see, I have a few of them. And I do that with a couple things. So you can purchase through the one and then just send it right off to another wallet just to stay safe. That's just an extra step you always have the option to do. But it isn't a bad thing to do every now and then. So then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is, when we are looking for NFTs and doing our research, we use Twitter a lot. We use Discord a lot. For NFTs, you almost have to have those two. That's where they post a lot of the minting links right off the jump if they're not going to be on their websites. So Discord is one of, I'd say, the biggest places to get scammed. Reason being is you're going to have people always trying to send links and set out links that people will click on thinking they're mint addresses, and you will lose your ADA. So here's what's going to happen. When you are in your Discord, right? Now, if you have certain friends, you can have them and do direct messages and all that. We suggest not doing that at all through Discord. We don't really do much DMs through Discord. We use other platforms for that. Discord we only use to collect our information and to get these the links for mints, basically. So as you can see, these are like the projects I follow. Now, one thing I can tell you, one tip I would do, if you use Discord strictly for like NFTs, like I'm mainly using it except for outside of our own Discord channel. Once a project already has their mint, so if I'm checking out the project, I'm obviously going to add it. But for example, once the mint happens, if I don't get that mint or I'm no longer associated with that project, I close out that. I do not follow them anymore, which is really easy to do. Let me just, for example, if you wanted to do that, here's one right here. Just click the little down arrow up here and just hit leave server, and you're completely gone. It's over with. You don't have to worry about any links. When you do get links, majority of the time they're going to put them in announcements or in official links. A lot of these will have what's called an official link. But in their announcement page, they will usually come from their creators, stuff like that. Let me pull another project. So for example, like with Bosscats, usually one of the moderators is who's going to put the main links, stuff like that. If you ever see links in like general chats, a lot of times you will get stuff sent to you in your DMs. So I closed all mine out, but right above your top project in the top is where you'll have people send you DM messages. I don't even look at them. As soon as I see them, I just close them out. 95% of those are going to be scams. A few of them are just going to be invites for people to try to up their invites on different projects. But most of them, I know 99% of the time, 99.9, if you see early access link, you've been selected, you won this, it's a scam. Don't click it. Do not click on links in Discord other than announcements or official links from the moderators. That is a big issue, and that is a big way people get scammed. So when you get into a project, so you don't get all these DMs, what you're going to want to do is you can shut it off for everything. One way you can do that is you can go right into your settings. You go right up to privacy and safety, and then you can turn off direct messages. All right, so you can turn these off, turn them on, however you want to do this, okay? The other way is you can go by the individual project. So, for example, IOTA bots, if I want to get out of this project so I can't have, or at least not get out of it, but so I can't have messages, just going to go to privacy settings, turn this little green tab off, hit done, and that's complete. Now, I won't, from anybody in here, can't send me direct messages. So if they want to talk to me, it's got to be through an open chat. So that I would recommend as soon as you get in, turn it on. Either turn them all off unless you have people you associate with that you know you're going to get DMs from. Then you might not want to do that. But especially with projects, just go in and just turn them off right off the jump. That way you don't have to worry about the scams. Then, like I said, just make sure you're clicking in the official links or the announcement page. That's pretty much the only places that they will ever put the legit links in. So the other thing that we're going to do, I want to show you something because I got this the other day. Actually, I got this yesterday. And these are the kind of scams that you will get. So in my email, I got something from, it says OpenSea. Look, OpenSea team. Basically, they want me to verify my account. They're saying they're going to suspend it. And this came to my main email. This didn't even make it to like the spam. This kind of stuff, do not click. All right, so one easy way that I check these out, if you just click right on it, you'll see you can always find their addresses. Usually these addresses are going to be like just crazy. OpenSeas would strictly be OpenSea, number one. But number two, anytime I get an email like this, like I said, I'm just going to delete them. Then I'm just going to go, what I'll do is I'll go to an OpenSea to their direct link. And right on their main page, they're going to let you know, or on their Twitter or something official from OpenSea, they'll let you know if you actually need to do any of these upgrades or stuff like that. Because there are upgrades that go on. There is stuff you have to do from time to time. But you have to, once again, make sure you're clicking on the link, the official link. This all stuff is people basically trying to fish and get your access to your account. If you send in your password, if you link your wallet, you could be in trouble with this, okay? Never, ever do that. Never click. No one should ever be asking you for your seed phrase, okay? No one. Not OpenSeas, not whatever wallet you're associated. If your Ledger themselves will not ask you for that. Anyone that asks you for that is trying to steal from you, okay? Do not do that. That is like, giving that out is like going to the bank. If you had your money in a vault, leaving that vault wide open and just saying, don't steal from me. You're going to get robbed, okay? You want to make sure you keep those keys safe. So one other thing is disconnecting wallets. So for example, let me go back to like my NAMI wallet. If you go in on like NAMI, and I would go to settings, and I'm going to go to whitelisted sites. As you can see, like right here, I have two. Every time you hit connect wallet, unless you manually disconnect, you are still connected to that site. Now, there might not be issues with that with majority of sites, but why take the chance? It only takes a second just to re-sign up and sign that contract. So just to disconnect, to make it real easy, all you got to do is hit the X. Hit the X here. Your wallet now is not connected to any sites, okay? You will have to manually reconnect them each time if you do it this way. But if it's a new site, something new you're doing, you'd rather be safe than sorry. And then the other thing I wanted to, basically the last thing I wanted to go over is going to be, so we went over links. Like I said, the wallet's going to be the most important thing. I would highly recommend getting some kind of cold storage, especially for your long-term stuff. If you got certain tokens, certain NFTs that you just know, I'm going to hold these, I have no intentions of selling in a time, put them on cold storage. No reason not to. Play it safe. The hot wallets, like some of the stuff that is going to be linked that you're going to be buying your NFTs with and all that. Now, Ledger does integrates. You can still link the stuff. You can still do your staking, stuff like that. So the upgrades are getting better, where you can still have the protection, hook up to the websites, all that. But your other wallets that say you're not, that use your assets that you don't have on your ledger, that you're still going to keep safe, make sure you disconnect from those. But they will be easier. Obviously, if you're going after NFTs and all, you're going to have to keep some funds on your MetaMask. You're going to have to keep some on your Nami wallet, stuff like that. They're fine wallets. They're just not as safe technically. So just do your due diligence, do your own research. Like I said, there's going to be lots of new wallets coming out. Just be careful which ones you associate with. Make sure you check into them. Do lots of research when it comes to that. It's, you know what I mean? It's just like you're sticking your money into something. You do not want it to be stolen. Just protect yourself. NFTs. So one other thing with NFTs, let me show you. So in Discords, for example, let me go to Pavia. When you were purchasing NFTs, and we go to a marketplace. So this is a Cardano marketplace. What we're going to do here is I'm just going to show you real fast so you can make sure. So when new that you're actually buying something from the project that we are talking about, okay? So let's go to Pavia. JPEG goes very slow sometimes. Or let's just do this. Maybe this will work quicker. All right, so Pavia. So as you can see, this one has the check mark, which is big. You want this verified. When projects are new, they won't always have this verified. And even sometimes when they're out for a little bit, it takes them a while to be verified. So when you're buying any asset that you would see on a marketplace, you're going to see a policy ID, okay? That's what your main thing you're going to need to know, not necessarily the asset number. The policy ID will be big. You need to make sure that this policy ID matches up with the policy ID from that project. All right, so this land should match this 4BF18. This should match the same thing, 4BF, and I'm sure it's 18, and click on it and copy it. That's how you know you're buying a legit from that project. If this policy number was a 5B2, that means that somebody duplicated this and it is not associated with that project and you are buying a scam basically. So that is the other thing I want to make sure you protect yourself with, especially on brand new drops, okay? The other thing is you will see certain projects that are real big on one platform. For example, certain stuff that you'll see on Cardano or Ethereum. So big project on Ethereum, they might copy and try to put the exact same project onto and with the same name, same everything, onto a whole nother chain. And 90% of the time, those are going to be scams. 99. The projects will not give permission for another chain. I haven't seen that yet happen. So just be careful with that. There are a lot of scammers out there, especially while we're in these really, really early stages. Just protect yourself. Feel free to hit us up at any time if you have any questions, especially when it's coming to losing your money. We're always available. We have a Discord, Crypto Cliffnotes. We have our YouTube channel. We have our own Instagrams. So please feel free to reach out. If you got anything out of this video, please hit that subscribe button, share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Check us out. We do go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock on Zoom. You have to be in our Discord to get that link. But please follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. See you next time.